Welcome back. Second time tonight I picked up a cast last second as we jump right into the draft. It's going to be 10 armor, minus 10 armor, versus Essence Gaming. A game with some pretty important playoff implications. Down here in C West, both teams taking a quick look at the standings, which we showed earlier. Near each other in the standings. Should be noted, Essence Gaming has 7 matches recorded, minus 10 armor 8. So while they look close in the standings, there is actually a fair lead for Essence Gaming. But more importantly, both very much on the cusp of playoffs right now. You've been seeing some teams kind of jockeying for position. Resurgence of the Storm, Respect the Goose, Team Training Wheels, all of them kind of lately having trouble really securing their playoff spot. And it's opened up an opportunity for minus 10 armor to get in, as we see the Zool ban here first on Infernal Shrines. Taking a quick look, this was minus 10 armor's map choice. Minus 10 armor also banning out D-Shire and Towers. We saw Essence Gaming, their opponents, banning out BOE and Tomb. So jumping into this, right now, minus 10 armor, very much a bubble team in terms of making the playoffs. My current simulations have them around 50%. Essence Gaming has not locked playoffs, but when you look at their remaining schedule and when you look at who they've already played, Essence Gaming is a fairly safe bet. My simulation puts them about 80%. That said, a trip up here could really flip those numbers. You could see minus 10 armor being the safe team and Essence Gaming being the team needing to scramble to make playoffs down the stretch. Both teams, though, really want to try to get that domination victory. And so it's going to be important for them to do that. Zool Sylvanas band, Stukov ETC band. It's going to be a Joanna first pick. Whenever you see that ETC band out, you can expect to see the Joanna coming in. And that is indeed what happens. Studley Dudley. Love that name. Going to be jumping onto Joanna. 2 picks to come. At this point, top tier tanks are out. They're going to get Imperius and Kel'Thas. Now, Kel'Thas is a very high tier pick on this map. Surprised we're seeing the Imperius so early. Could be a hyper comfort, but you don't typically think of Imperius as a very early pick. It's very counterable in the solo lane by wave clear. And generally, you want to try to pick your solo laner last, especially when you're second pick. You often want to take that advantage. It's going to be counted out by the Malthael and the Phoenix. So second time we've seen Phoenix tonight. Lot of space control on the Phoenix with the salvo, with the plasma cutter. Malthael going to bring a bit of the same space control. Also, some pickoff potential available. But that does mean neither team has picked their healer yet. We're going to see Anna banned out. This is something that you would sometimes see. You'd see a nano boosted Tormented Souls, which is how to describe this, a fucking problem to play against. It's really not fun. So they're gonna neuter that before it has a chance to reproduce. My metaphors are just so fucking weird. Sorry, I'm casting my third game of the night because I'm alone. Anyway, I'm not. My wife's upstairs. Garrosh gonna get banned out here. Denying the tank, having tank already picked, does indicate likely a Mal'Ganis could be on tap. Anubarak also an option, and Anubarak's not too bad into the Malthael as a way to shut down. Pretty much makes Tormented Souls unpickable. They don't need to pick their tank here. They're going to go Diablo. Very strong pick onto the map, and Raynor. I love this backline of Kel'Thas Raynor with the Diablo Imperius. There's a lot of frontline damage to set up finishes on the backside. Raynor, especially if you guys are ace in the hole, could really be popping finishes. Although you always want to think PvE is pretty important on this map. Maybe he'll go that way. Tassadar, love that mage pickup. And then Anduin, great heal. Anduin can struggle a bit sometimes into Diablo, though. And the reason is Diablo is going to set up a big burst engage. Anduin can save someone from that combo if he times it right once. That said, Diablo APOC combo, 100-second cooldown, Anduin cleanse 80. So it's still available, but Anduin gonna have to mind his P's and Q's, and by that his positioning and his quisitioning. We'll go with. Should have figured out what the Q stood for before I tried to break out the improv. But I like both drafts. The Lucio pickup at the end definitely has that sound barrier to neuter out any last rites attempts or purification salvos. Gives the mobility to Imperius to help him get into the back line, as well as the mobility to Kel'Thas and Raynor, who sometimes can lack it, especially the former there. But Imperius actually being picked up now, was drafted by Dav, being picked up by Lempico, which, if I remember correctly, Lempico does play the hero quite a bit. So maybe there's a little misdirection at play in terms of the draft. It's possible. We've done it. But we should be good to get into map number 1. Go ahead and introduce the teams on the left. It's going to be Dav on Diablo, Yummy Cupcake on Kel'Thas, Dagny on Raynor, Lempico on Imperius, and Johnny Ka is going to be on that Lucio, breaking it down with the dance moves. It is minus 10 armor. And on the right side, Essence Gaming, new team, but having a pretty good season for their first time in NGS. It's going to be Ailish on Anduin, Adrian going to be on Tassadar, Studley Dudley on that Joanna, Apocalypse on Malthael, which seems somehow apropos. And then finally, Tin is going to be on the Phoenix. Taking a look at those level 1 towns, I have not seen Consuming Flame taken before. I'm not against it at all. I don't think I've ever seen it before. I don't really play Imperius to have opinions on Imperius. Just noting that talent seems unusual to me, but again, I don't play Imperius, so maybe I'm just an idiot. There's a good to fair chance that is the case. Early rotation, fairly even, although we are seeing minus 10 armor get a little bit better of these rotations towards the bot lane. That said, Phoenix managed to get quite a bit of the soak, so actually very, very slight XP lead. Minuscule, barely teeny tiny XP advantage on the side of Essence Gaming here. Clearing up the mid now. Apocalypse might be headed for the end of days. Ooh, but gets the turnaround kill onto Diablo and makes out. Dev, you've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Davy, are you okay? Are you okay, Davy? Tin uses that opportunity to grab the bottom siege camp. Apparently my world is upside down. Who knew? Arcane gonna be the first Punisher. If you didn't know, you can hover over the icon on the minimap, and it will tell you what the Punisher will be. So it's going to be Malthael, Imperius up in the top. Level 4 just kicked over, so Mouth could grab Die Alone now and really start to put the pressure onto Lempico. It's going to be a very aggressive 1v1 if that happens. Minus 10 armor, have not picked up their siege camp yet. And right now, kind of falling a bit behind in the soak, already down about half a level. Essence Gaming with some very clean rotations here. Malthael did not go Die Alone. Throwing Shade, trying to get some extra range there, some extra mana sustain. Ooh, Dagny may have just reposted in the wrong neighborhood. 3 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. Down goes Dagny. Blah, 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 indeed, Kobo. Do I have to ban you from my stream, Kobo? I don't take kindly to Kobos around here. Kobo's my teammate, by the way. So it's not harassment. It's banter. Siege camp gonna be stolen here. And Essence Gaming looking already off to just a huge start in this game. Couple of kills, actually 3 kills now. And You know, you got to stop the bleeding on the side of minus 10 armor at this point. Or Essence Gaming could very well just start running away with the series. 10 minions, Arcane Punisher, already being started here. Like the positioning for Phoenix, not giving Diablo the wall. Trying to just stay out in the lane, keep the vision, keep poking down Diablo. Malthael has not rotated in yet, so this is a 5v4 briefly. But rather than focus on the objective, minus 10 armor, wanting to fight, but their just health bars are slowly dropping. Did not get the wallbang on the flip push onto the Tassadar, and now Raynor goes down, but that may not be the last kill. Cleanse used there on the Joanna, making sure she can get out before Ironskin ran out. So that is going to potentially bail out some members of minus 10 armor. But this early game has been all Essence Gaming. And that was a teleport. Is that like a new form of Phoenix BM? Because I am all for it if it is. Punisher picked up here. Full level advantage already. Gonna 4-push, leaving Malthael up in the top, being countered by Imperius. But we're gonna keep our attention down here in this mid lane. First tower does go down, and the Punisher has turned his attention back to the tower, so that will enable the wall to go down. A little bit of damage onto the fort, but this Punisher, not long for this world. And Arnie, the Arcane Punisher, has gone down. Arnie, the Arcane Punisher, Morty, the Mortar Punisher, and Freddy, the Frozen Punisher. If you didn't know. That's true. It's actual names. I made them up 5 seconds ago, so they have to be real. One v one ongoing, and you think of Imperius as really a 1v1 specialist. Malthael, though, not going to really let him get any lane pressure because of his wave clear. But there's going to be a big focus onto this bottom. Essence Gaming does cap the bottom, but the question becomes at what cost? At what the cost is Raynor. In case anyone was wondering, 1 siege camp equals 1 Raynor. That's the current market value on a siege camp. Yummy Cupcake getting very low at this point. Gonna have to back up, and that is now 5 kills to 0, and level 10 already picked up here at 5:59, a sub 6 minute level 10, powered by these 5 kills and just some terrific soaking on the side of Essence Gaming. And it's gonna be the light bomb. We got a meme beam, boys. Meme beam. Studley Dudley a bit low up here. Does have the Iron Skin. Here comes the Light Bomb with the Bless Shield. Stun combo. Meme Beam gets the Lucio kill. Blarg them's my lasers. And Dav does not get out. Joanna chases down and hits with that last little auto attack to secure the kill. We also have Archon, Blessed Shield as you saw, and the Last Rites. And there's the combo. Bless Shield, Light Bomb with the Meme Beam. I know it's called Planet Cracker, but it's Meme Beam. Wasn't a meme there, though. Well played. These two just continue to brawl up here, and I love it. I bet their damage numbers are actually the highest on their team. They aren't. I was wrong, but they are being very brawly in this solo lane. As one would expect. But right now, I mean, this game, all Essence Gaming. Ooh, Phoenix does get hit by the APOC. Does go down. APOC combo. The APOC came out a little late, but it didn't matter. Phoenix unable to escape. And that is the first sign of life we have seen from minus 10 armor in this game. Hopefully this is the start of things to come and we get a pretty good series, because that was a good wall bang right onto the narrow part of the wall there. You know, Phoenix had been pretty good about not giving Diablo a wall this set. Thought maybe, this one's so tiny, he's not going to be able to hit it. He hit it, so well done there by Dav. Good combo. Both teams grabbing their bruiser camp. Going to slightly favor the side. Actually, even though it comes out later, it's going to favor the side of Essence Gaming, because you want to take your camp slightly after the other so it neutralizes a bit more on your side of the map. You can clear it up a bit better, maybe get some better tower help And Mount Vale going to rotate top to clean that. Meanwhile, minus 10 armor. They're going to start this frozen shrine. No, they're actually going to look for the fight. Lempico up here, trying to look for the engage. But with Mount Vale top, for the time being, they're going to start working on this shrine. They're not going to have level 13, so there will be a talent here. Lempico isolated by that wall. Here comes the Planet Cracker. Light Bomb didn't exactly land there. Good sound barrier by Lucio to reduce that damage. But now without the sound barrier available, Lempico doing everything he can to get away. Dav with a good stun, but the last rites will secure the kill. Now Dagny having a hard time getting away. APOC used just for the peel, but it actually gets the Mount Vale kill. And now things might be able to turn around. No, Yummy Cupcake has gone down. Dagny goes down as well. Dav has no follow-up there for that flip. Gonna have to walk away, and Essence Gaming should get themselves a Freddy. Freddy the Frozen Punisher. Also, his name is John Cena. Burr, burr, burr. I don't actually know how this music goes for that. Burr, 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 burr. I think that's it. Top Bruiser has, meanwhile, grabbed the fort, so things just really coming undone here for Essence Gaming. Imperius will at least be able to get his team level 13 up in the top. But this is a Punisher. The fort is forfeit. There's no defending it. There's no wall. So you're going to have to defend at Keep Wall. Which is now going to be complicated by the fact that there will be a Khazra camp backing it up. Minus 10 armor. They're going to try to defend this fort. This is a 4v4 at the moment. If they're going to fight under the fort, they have to fight under the fort. Fighting behind the fort will actually make things worse, not better. The fort has gone down. John Cena has lost about half his health. Yummy Cupcake! I agree, Kobo. It is fun to say. Mean Beam over the wall. Doesn't really line up with the Punisher. Oh, Joanna flipped over the wall, and that is the cardinal rule of Diablo. APOC used, but not really the CC there to follow up. Maybe needed the spear to hit. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Self-Light Bomb trying to enable a re-engage. Tassadar has blown Archon. And Adrian just thrown around by Diablo, by Anduin there for a bit. It was a little bit of a Tassadar hacky sack game. But mid-fort has now gone down to this double Khazra camp. And the map very, very red. Very, very much favoring Essence Gaming. Not long of a power play at this point. Joanna now back up. Imperius trying to clear this top lane, but the passive XP is only going to make this gap wider if minus 10 armor is not able to do something soon. Essence Gaming just getting soak where they can. They do have the Talontier advantage, but they don't need to rush for a fight just yet. Not sure if this is a strange attempt at a bush party. But recognizing, yeah, Mouth is not coming. They're going to go ahead and back that up. Try to get some pressure here onto this top fort, but here comes the flank. They need to be careful. Lucio could get Bless Shield. Bless Shield swing and a miss there. And that was a good dodge there by the Lucio. Light Bomb comes in, though. Hits 4, my goodness. APOC now starting to go ham. Looking for the last rights target. It is going to be on to Diablo. Diablo goes down, and that is Souls. Lempico tries to get a trade onto the back line, but Kel'Thas going to be the next to fall, and I don't think Lempico is going to be able to get that kill. Raynor goes down. Lempico trying to get away, but it's going to be too little too late. Essence Gaming find themselves 4 kills, the biggest being that soul reset on Diablo. He is going to have a hard time engaging. Thank you, Jinxie Cat, for the 10-person raid, as we are right now taking a look at a C-West matchup between Essence Gaming and minus 10 armor. Two teams, both currently on the bubble. Essence Gaming a little bit favored in this series, and this would go a long way if they can get a domination towards locking up playoffs. Right now, minus 10 armor just does not have the answers. Minus 10 armor desperate for wins as well. Pushing up this mid-keep wall now. Minus 10 armor is back up. Diablo trying to find souls in the bot lane, but only up to 17 so far, so just a sixth of the way there. Imperius going to come down as well. Next shrine coming up. This will be Mortimer, the Mortar Punisher. a.k.a. John Cena. Bah, 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 bah. But map being painted red, and there's really nothing minus 10 armor can do about it. Yes, they now have level 16, but just with so little control of the map, they just have to look for the fight here. They can't take time to clear these camps up. They're very desperate for the fight. They're very desperate to win this Punisher and start flipping some of this momentum. As right now, it has been all Essence Gaming. Dahaka would be happy. Ooh, Yummy Cupcake taking a lot of poke damage. Planet Cracker as well. Vulnerable to a potential Last Rites dive. If he takes any more damage, Diablo gets rid of Diablo low. Imperius is going to get blown up with the Life Bomb. And that is not what minus 10 armor was looking for. Just weren't able to get that engaged. Sound Barrier saved there. Did save Dav, but this is going to have to be... Oh! Tassadar with the snipe. Finds the kill with his Q. And that Q, by the way, fully stacked. So much damage. 250 bonus damage. And that helps secure the kill onto that Diablo. Now Raynor having to clear bottom, but things falling apart here. Level 20 on the horizon for Essence Gaming. And this game has just been in their pockets since the get-go. Mortimer marching down the lane, escorted by the members of Essence Gaming. Mortimer turns his attention onto this keep. Jumps onto Dagny. Follow-up not there. But focus onto this keep. Very valuable. There's a big double spear. Maybe that gets something. The living bomb is spreading. Tassadar goes down before the light bomb can go off, and that might be the opportunity. The Last Rites will kill Diablo, however, and Raynor still trying to work on that Punisher, so perhaps a bit of a miscommunication. You either need to go all in, or you need to back up and clear the Punisher. A little bit of split decision-making is going to take what looked promising and might turn it into the end of game number 1. Essence Gaming now on the core. They have the keep down. They are going to play the long game. Ooh, there's the double spear. Once again, Joanna blows the Iron Skin looking for Raynor. Rest of the team not available, though, and has to back up because of that top keep. Limpico does get out of there, and now maybe turning their attention back to the core. Diablo won't be up for 17. He is at 58 souls, so still fairly tanky, but I don't know if it'll be enough time. Raynor and Imperius are going to have to make something happen and make it happen quick. 50% and falling now. Malthael does not bring the most core damage. They need to put their emphasis onto the Phoenix, but right now putting all their energy into the Joanna, who has the indestructible. Phoenix needs to be the kill target here, but it was too little too late. And down goes minus 10 armor here in game number 1. Dominant victory by Essence Gaming. Oh boy, that, not gonna lie, that one got a little ugly. You know, minus 10 armor, I know they can come back. They've taken some good games. Minus 10 armor has taken some games off some good teams. So that I fully expect that we're going to see them come back better and stronger in game number 2, but they're going to need to. Just a note, I mean, just for context, 10 Armor has taken games off of Randy Newman, Cosmos. They beat Currently Chasing Samura, which they should, and then they beat Respect the Goose, possibly ending Respect the Goose's playoffs hopes. Respect the Goose now very, very tenuous if they can make the playoffs. So we know 10 Armor is a good team. We know they can come back, but they're going to have to play a lot better in game number 2 because Essence brought their A game, and they are not playing around. They want to execute tonight. They want to get one step closer to the playoffs. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. All right, back for game number 2 between -10 Armor and Essence Gaming. Essence Gaming really made a statement in game 1. Dominated front to back, never let up, never lost a fort, had complete control of the map. -10 Armor, gonna have to show something more in game 2. -10 Armor opting for first pick. Essence Gaming choosing to take us to Brax's Holdout, a bit more of an off-meta map. Don't tend to see it a lot. Typically, it's one of the more commonly banned maps, but was not banned in this series, so we're going to get set up into the draft here in just a second. Here we go. Brax's Holdout. Essence Gaming looking for the domination victory. Would do a lot for their playoff chances, but would also put a big damper on -10 Armors. -10 Armor at least wants to find a map here. We'll see if they can do it. Draft coming down the line. What's the first band going to be? On this map, meta can be a bit different. Rexar, very high power pick. Zul, not as much on a 2-lane map, but still a good team fighter. Maybe not something you want to deal with. The Malthael can be strong, and maybe you don't want to let that through. I would like to see -10 Armor, maybe get a Joe or an ETC early in the draft. They're going to go with the Sylvanas ban. Sylvanas, just a strong assassin in general. Very easy to get stacks on this map in the 4-man because of the brawly nature of it, as well as the pushing power with the objective from shutting down structures. Stukov, going to get banned out. Great sustained healer for the map. Definitely targeting what we have seen from healing, presumably. As we take a look, Deathwing going to get banned out. Not seeing a lot of Deathwing these days, but still banned out here. And banning out the Stukov. You know, Johnny Cut 3-0 on the hero, very good KDA, good healing numbers as well, and Stukov just generally good on that. Malthael going to get banned out, so that shows a lot of respect for the hero from Essence Gaming. Because they picked the Malthael up fairly early, but not wanting to give it to the other team, given how much it can kind of restrict the solo lane. Joanna going to get grabbed. This does leave up Rexar and Zul. Does Essence Gaming choose to pick one? They do not. Instead, going to go with Phoenix and the Kel'Thas. Sticking with the Phoenix, but Kel'Thas instead of the Tassadar this time. Now, at that point, you want a tank that can maybe kind of group up the enemy team, or at least hold them steady. So that certainly makes ETC a power pick. I would be surprised if ETC gets through the next ban phase. Thrall, Rexar. So I do really like the Rexar pick. It's very hard to deal with in the solo lane. It's very unlikely we'll see Phoenix solo laning. The Thrall could be good in the 4-man as well on this map, but obviously Rexar in the solo lane on this map is about as American as apple pie. And tear gassing protesters. Jaina gonna get banned out here. Makes sense. Want to get rid of a mage. They have a lot of CC. Want to get rid of kind of a big wave clear target as well as a CC follow-up target. As it looks like we're seeing -10 Armor build up more of a burst comp. They could flip to sustain. They could grab something like Raynor here and that would work completely fine. I'd like to see them ban out ETC. They're going to ban out... Garrosh makes sense too. If Essence Gaming plays the Garrosh, especially on this map, you don't want to let it through. The brawly nature of this map, the placement of the bushes, the fact that they're right where the objective is fought over, does make it rather dangerous on this map to play against the Garrosh. Expect ETC. Anduin. Yrel. So they're going to grab their offlaner, Yrel, which Yrel makes sense. The one hero I have seen picked more into Rexxar lately is Artanis, to go for the stacking auto attack talent and just farm Misha for stacks. Can be very effective, especially on this map, but Yrel, never a bad pick when it's played well in my mind. Incredibly disruptive to a backline. And then Anduin, once again picked up for healing. Yummy Cupcake, gonna grab Lunara. Lunara Deckard, I gotta say, I like this. Lunara's a little bit of a wrinkle in this draft, kind of the least meta hero here, but into the Anduin, it can make it impossible for Anduin to step up to get auto attacks off, which he needs for Renew. It's going to force him into that Moral Compass and reliant on his W cooldown. It's a way to really pressure out this Anduin, as well as the Mal'Ganis, which you're likely to see, the slow potential on him, which I think it was reasonable to assume you're either going to see ETC or Mal'Ganis, and Lunara does okay into both. And then the Deckard Cain, of course, very strong at the moment, can be a bit mana hungry, which on this map can be an issue, as you just brawl for so long on this map. Mana sustain is a massive factor. Essence Gaming, of course, dominated game 1. Will it happen again, or do they have yet to see minus 10 armor's final form? And much like Dragon Ball Z, is that going to result in about 8 episodes in a row of screaming with no plot progression whatsoever? Why do people like that show? Sincere question. It sucks. Alright. With that, my hot and spicy opinion section is over, and we are moving into the game. On the left side, we're going to introduce Dav on Joanna, Yummy Cupcakes on Lunara, Dagny on Thrall, Limpico up in the top on the Rexxar, and Johnny-Ka going to be on that Deckard. And on the right, Essence Gaming looking to close out the domination. Adrian going to be on Kel'Thas, Ailish on Anduin, Studley Dudley on Mal'Ganis, Tin on Phoenix, and up in the top, Apocalypse on Yrel. Level 1, we get the bold strategy rather than Renew. Bit risky into Lunara, as generally you're kind of playing a late game comp when you go into bold strategy. You're definitely relying on getting a lot of value later on. Oops. Excuse me, as we have some camera issues here, working it out. There we go. Big combo there on to Dav, taking a lot of damage. Gonna need to heal up with Deckard for a bit. Sleep comes in. Another Flame Strike doesn't hit there. But Dav gonna have a hard time getting out. Finds the potion with the Iron Skin. There's a Deckard root onto Mal'Ganis to turn some damage, but the Living Bomb spreads to 3. Goodness, and already Joanna having to Hearth. Don't know if tap was used, they're just trying to save tap for the objective. Certainly makes sense to do the latter. But already this lane pushed right under their wall, and minus 10 armor has gotta not let this get out of hand early, like they did in game 1. Focus there. There's the root. Tries to find the Phoenix. Good cleanse once again by Ailish, who's really been on point with some good cleanses tonight. Lunara going to take a ton of damage. Step over the healing potion. Joanna at least has capped the point for now, as well as Rexxar, so that's going to be about 18% channel progress. 20, actually, on the side of minus 10 armor. So they're getting at least the first volley in this bout. You got to think Rexxar will win this top lane over time. But that said, Rexxar already a bit low on mana at the moment. Trying to get a regen globe here. Bottom has been still controlled by Essence Gaming. Lunara taking a lot of damage from Kael'thas there from the Flame Strike. Ooh, and Lunara kind of flirting around with disaster there. And Tin is happy to bring it. First kill of the match. And that is not a good start for -10 armor. That's not what they were hoping this game was going to go. As Yrel has zoned out the Rexar up in this top lane. And now the channel progress underway, 82% and counting. And I just don't see -10 armor being able to get onto either point to stop this. And this will be the first objective heading over to the side of Essence Gaming in bulk. Here you see it. Big wave coming. Tiny wave coming. And that's going to be cleaned up by Kael'thas and Phoenix fairly quickly. Kael'thas starting to rotate top. -10 armor, leaving Thrall bot, going to rotate top to defend this. There's a big root. It's buying them some time to clear, but these walls starting to drop. The Ultralisk, last Ultralisk about to drop. Low health. There's a sleep. Root hits too. Mal'Ganis going back in. Is low, is potentially vulnerable right now, but no engage onto him at the moment. And as yet, just not really seeing -10 armor be able to get in and make anything happen. Stuck clearing up that wave. Thrall, meanwhile, stuck laning against Phoenix, and that is not a matchup that Thrall wins. Yrel typically doesn't lose the lane to anyone because she just doesn't die. But was able to drain a lot of Rexar's mana. And as a result, while Misha could stay on the point, just wasn't really able to do anything with it. And so that's how Yrel kind of won that, was just winning the mana trade. Top camp taken by -10 armor. Bottom camp in the lane being pushed in by Essence Gaming. Dogme needs to not be here at this level of health. Need to just stay near Deckard, let Deckard get some potions down. Take your time with this. There's the living bomb onto Thrall. Doesn't spread it to his teammates. Studley Dudley goes in for something, gets very low, has to get cleansed out by Eyeless just to avoid a potential counter engage. Thank you, Spectrum, for the 5-man raid. Up on the top now, Phoenix has been laning against the Rexar for a bit. Now Yrel rejoining the fight. Do they pressure in with the 2, or do they now rotate Phoenix away to join the team? We'll find out here as the objective about to start. No camps on the map. So let's see how this lane breaks down. Right now, 4v3 in the bot, but Phoenix rotating down to make it 4v4. Lunara taking a lot of damage there from Kael'thas. Phoenix dives in, looking for something. There's a sleep. Hits the Thrall. Gravity Lapse. Flame Strike. Does a good chunk of damage, but Thrall's still okay. Ooh, Thrall needs to be careful not to spread Living Bomb. Did not. Joe with a good peel condemn, but now she's going to have to Iron Skin herself out of there. Once again, Yummy Cupcake just taking a lot of damage. Kind of some unnecessary damage, unfortunately. Now Tin, though, has blinked in and may get popped here. Oh, but Lunara goes down, and the heal from Anduin comes in. And that was a 2-man swing, not only not getting the kill onto Phoenix, but losing Lunara in the process. And now Thrall may go down. He does. So there's basically no chance 10 armor is getting this bottom anytime soon. Rexar holding the top for the time being. Doing what he can in terms of damage. Yrel punishing Limpico as they are able. Yrel can just be such a sticky hero, and Limpico has to back up. Presumably does not have a tap available, otherwise we would have seen it. Phoenix has rotated top to pressure in, so this is going to lead to Yrel, or Joanna and Deckard along with Thrall and Lunar. They really need to push on to this objective. Thrall moving onto it. Rexxar has been killed, and losing the solo laner on this map can be devastating for your XP. Mal'Ganis goes in. Level 10s are now here. It's Light Bomb, it's Meme Beam, Planet Cracker, the Planet Cracker, and the Phoenix. Phoenix used there to zone the point for the time being. Kael'thas's going to cap it back, resume this channel progress. Yrel has not selected yet, as we saw Mal'Ganis going with the Carrion Swarm. Level 10s now here. We got Thornwood Vine. We got the Boars. I just call it the Boars. Give them the pigs. Unleash the Boars. Still waiting on 3 others to be chosen. Yummy Cupcake actually rather low. We got Sunder. Joe and Decker need to pick their 10s. There's a fight ongoing and someone's about to die. There's no reason they should die with their level 10s unpicked. And unused, for that matter. Maybe take a moment to reset, think about it. Still have not locked in. Yrel has chosen Ardent Defender in the meantime. Top is controlled 96%. APOC going to try to get the finish here, and they're going to kill Misha, and Rexxar just having to walk away. So that should be objective being finished off here. 100 to 10%. There's the Meme Beam from top lane, finds Lunara and gets the kill. Excellently played there. But you gotta wonder what Joanna's holding her ult selection for. Decker did pick the sleep. This fort will go down very quick. Phoenix defending the top lane. Does get a Misha kill. It's a really long time to hold your level 10 selection. Yummy Cupcake, Dagny trying to defend, Joanna trying to flank onto the back line. Carrion Swarm has been used, so Mal'Ganis a bit more vulnerable, but there's the Phoenix. Dagny just taking so much damage, and Dagny gonna get polished off by the Zerg wave. Now Johnny Ka with nowhere to go. Big Light Bomb with the Yrel knockback. Can Johnny Ka get around the corner? Does survive. But things going from bad to worse here for minus 10 armor. Siege camp gonna be stolen. Yummy Cupcake looking for the flank onto Phoenix. Phoenix gonna be able to teleport out there. Thornwood Vine not able to find the finish. Bruiser camp gonna be taken. Presumably they'll go bottom afterwards to clear the siege. Taking a look at those level 13s. We're seeing the cleanse down from Anduin. Still a good talent. If you don't think you're going to need to use your cleanse on cooldown, you can get a lot of movement speed from it. But it also provides that heal now. And that heal's not small. I mean, you take a look at it. Here at level 13, it's 466 healing. So that's not a small amount at all. Good to have in the pocket as an option. From there, Phoenix is very much in the wrong place, but gonna get cleansed out by Anduin. And once again, Phoenix just splitting the team, and Dav has nowhere to go. And down goes Joanna. Did pick Bless Shield ultimately as the ult, was used there, but the Phoenix, the Meme Beam separating out the members of minus 10 armor. And Essence Gaming looking like they're about to grab themselves another kill, and they do. Tin barely surviving. Decker just like, hey, Thrall, here's a oh. No way to save Thrall there, unfortunately, for the members of minus 10 armor. But Essence Gaming putting on a show. Thrall is down. looking like they're going to start rotating maybe for a pick. Joe checking the boss. And now Lunara is just in the middle of a bunch of red health bars, surviving for the time being, and is actually going to be able to escape this. Kel'Thas currently being really zoned out here by Dav, but Dav now separated from the rest of the team, in a lot of trouble. Thrall goes down. Joe still alive for the time being, running down below, but Phoenix on the chase, and I just don't think Dav's going to be able to get out of there. Man, a really good showing by Essence Gaming, and it's even been stronger map 2. Currently up 10-0. I think combined total, they've given up, what, 30% on the objective channel? Like about 30 total. 20 on the first, 10 on the second. Just a really strong showing. Now they've started the channel progress and the boss with Joanna down. Lunara's going to be able to stall out the objective for the time being. It's going to stop at about 28%, 26, excuse me. And there we go. Boss now in the lane. And they're going to head bot and re-grab this channel progress. Let's see how 10 Armor wants to play this. Oh, there's the meme beam, but doesn't really collect anyone there. Health bar is starting to get low for red, but also falling. Johnny Ka goes down. And now Dav, excuse me, is low. He's going to drop. Lampico is going to go down. Yummy Cupcake blinked back for Thrall, so Lunara may be able to escape this. And will do so, but it's a hollow victory, as you have a boss now starting to work on this top wall, followed up by a 100% Zerg wave that just came in, and looks like we just had, I believe, a DC from Kel'Thas. But they're not pausing, recognizing the situation, recognizing this game likely over. Kind of inconsequential pause if one were to come in. Pinging the Kel'Thas. There's the engage coming. The nukes are starting to fall. They're doing quite a bit of damage, but the Zerg wave is about to come straight onto this core. Here comes the engage now. Studley Dudley low. Light Bomb doesn't really collect anyone. Carrion Swarm going to use. Kel'Thas has reconnected. There we go, and that is the core going down, and Essence Gaming absolutely dominated this series against minus 10 armor, start to finish, and they get themselves a well-earned domination victory. So there we go. Essence Gaming dominated really every aspect of both games, the macro, the micro, and especially the team fights, and Game 2, even an improvement, 14-0 kills. It's rough. Minus 10 armor, just unable to find what they needed to find in terms of team fights. Lunara did get out a lot of damage, but just wasn't able to secure any finishes. Ultimately, some really good cleanses there by Ailish. I keep wanting to say Eilish. I mean Ailish, to keep the game alive. So we're going to see if we can do a post-game interview. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. All right, welcome back, everyone. Nexus Gaming Series, wrapping up this night. 3 casted matches, all of them 2-0s, capped off by arguably the most dominant victory of the night. Essence Gaming, congratulations on the domination victories. You guys really controlled both games start to finish. How are you feeling?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, feeling pretty great after that, actually.
Yeah. So Ailish, you played Ando in both matches tonight. You had some pretty good cleanses there. What kind of is that a comfort pick, or is that something that you guys thought would work uniquely well against this team? Like, what was the motivation behind getting Ando in both games?
He's just if he's available, we practice with him a lot, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So probably comfort, yeah.
And some of us tend to go in too deep, so it's nice to have the save
Yeah,
button.
yeah, exactly. I gotta pull 10 out.
Yeah. Now, first game, game one, you guys managed to get some early kills, um, and win every objective. Down the line, couple deaths here and there. How do you stay focused after those deaths, and in order to just maintain? Pardon me, I'm having trouble swallowing at the moment. In order to just maintain pushing into the enemy team, consistently getting value, and ultimately winning the game. How do you respond from that and still look so dominant off those deaths?
Well, we don't like if we get a death often, they're close and we look for the trade and we don't
Mm-hmm.
like take the death sitting down. Like we usually try to trade and trade up like 2. And a lot of times I think teams just like, oh, somebody died, back off. And it's like, well, if they're that close. And
Mm-hmm.
luckily we have our crazy 10 here who likes to dive and is like not afraid to decimate them. So, that's kind of
Yeah.
we wait till
Also,
the team fight's really done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
also when we're practicing, we kind of have a goal: don't die in the first minute, because we tend to do crazy things sometimes that get us killed,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're kind of used to dying. So when we practice dying a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so to that end, you guys end up winning every shrine in game one. Have a pretty significant kill count advantage. Map 2, you guys were given the choice to pick map. You picked Bex's Holdout, a bit more of an unusual map, not one we see a lot. What was the motivation behind that choice?
10 wanted to play it. Why?
Tin.
It's my favorite map, and I also did a little bit of scouting for them, and they've banned it 4 times, so it's the most banned map. So I figured my favorite, their least favorite, it's got to be good.
Right. All right, so some good scouting paying off there. Obviously dominated the map. You had to go against the Rexar in the top lane. Rexar generally pretty dominant on the top lane on that map. How did you have so much success against it?
Well, we were gonna go with Sonya, I think, weren't we?
Yeah. Sonya was the first choice.
And then we just were like, we've been practicing Yrel, right? Did I say it right?
Why
Yeah.
rel? Oh boy.
10, you say
All
it.
right,
Go.
this interview's over. No. Go ahead, finish the thought.
Just
APOC has a pretty decent URL, and I thought personally that you just jump on Rek'Sai and ignore Misha, and it does pretty well. I didn't actually watch the top lane most of the time, actually, so I don't know how he won. But
Wait,
he was just
so you're telling me you in the bot lane playing an assassin trying to follow up on your tank weren't watching the other lane? What is wrong with you?
oh, we were in comms. We asked him if he's
I
doing
know.
all right. He said yes.
Yeah. No.
yeah.
I'm just giving a
Yeah,
hard
I
time.
gotcha.
But still, with that, congrats on the 2-0 victory. This goes a long way towards you kind of sewing up a playoff spot. Right now, my models have you quite likely to get there. Hope to see you guys there. It's always nice to see some new teams get into NGS and mix it up early. And you guys have been doing that this season. So with that, congratulations, and the floor is yours for shoutouts.
I just want to thank you, especially picked up our game at the last minute for casting and
Yeah, I tend to
with
do
your
that.
yeah, well, with your throat and everything, thank you. It's very
Yeah.
appreciated. So shout out to you and shout out to she kind of I don't know if she reached out to you, but I kind of messaged her and was asking about a caster. So
No,
and
she did
then
not. So just for clarity, we know every game wants to be casted, and we do our best to cover all of them. I picked this one up because I had the availability, so that's just a general message for everyone watching. Like, we want to cast your games. I enjoy doing it. I just pick it up when I have availability. So.
thank you. Thank you. And then a shout out to Rakanishu, Gerger, Chase, and Tricor, the rest of our team. And also, Gerger, show more pictures of the baby. And Tin, do you have anybody to shout out to?
Shout out to the other team. It doesn't you can't play without another team, so I'm happy that they showed up and it was a good time.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to draw this cast to a close. Thank you all for watching tonight. I casted 3 matches tonight, all of which picked up at the last second because I hadn't planned to cast. And then I'm like, I want to cast. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting NGS, keeping this community going. We know it's been kind of hard with this game over the last year, seeing content slow, etc. But so long as we're here, the game will be here. So thank you all again. Take care.